Yo, welcome back to Hunt Recovery. We just don't look for recovery. We hunt for it, no matter how big, no matter how tall, no matter how wide, no matter how none of that stuff. Today, I want to talk about acceptance. Now, I'm up early this morning. Going back to doing roofing, you know what I'm saying? Which I'm good at, and I love to do. Love to do it. I didn't say I wasn't too old. Your boy might be a little too old to be doing that, but at the same time, it's just like acceptance. You know what I mean? I was talking to y'all the other day ago about how they wanted my work history was shot and stuff like that about me getting what I need to do or whatever. So, guess what? I had to accept that factor and go back to doing what I'm good at, and you know what I'm saying? I can do what I do, and who knows? It might be, before when I was doing it, I was all drinking every day. I was hungover, but now I feel up. 6 o'clock this morning, don't feel sleepy, feel happy. So I might just, you know what I mean? It might be better, you know what I'm saying? It might be better with it. Might be happier with it, Might be all that good stuff, who knows, Might be different now. Like, I loved it before, and I always did love it, but I had to change it. Oh, look at that sunrise too, guys. It looks beautiful. But I had to change it, And because I was messing around too much and thought that, doing criminal activity and doing all that good stuff was gonna be better and easier and all that, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So what did I do? I just did that. So accepting your fate and accepting where you at now is always a good thing in recovery, because shit ain't always gonna go your way. You know what I mean? But like I said, I used to hate getting up in the mornings, you know what I'm saying? That's why me and roofing, I did it for years, so don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't say that I like getting up. But this morning I got up and I got dressed, had my clothes set out, my lunch set out, set everything out, like I was ready to go. I feel ready to go. It's a beautiful morning, as you guys can see outside. Beautiful morning today. So you never know, you know what I mean? I'm a little worried about my back, because I told you guys I got 2 slip discs in my back from doing roofing for years, but you know what I'm saying? Who knows, I just take it slow, and and I'll be alright, and shoot, it might be, you know what I'm saying? It might be, I just might still do it for, another 5-6 years, who knows, you know what I'm saying, at this point. But, you know what I'm saying, shout out to my little cousin George for giving me a job, giving me a chance, because, I done messed up so many times, doing whatever, not going to work and whatever, even when I lost my business, roof company, I still was trying to go back, do this, do that every once in a while, try to put some money on the books, you know what I mean, on paper and shit, so how that goes. But either way it goes, so shout out to him though. But you know what I mean, it's just like acceptance, you know what I mean, accepting what you need and what you can't do. That's important now. And at this point, it's like accepting the fact that I need to get a job, to pay off these things, and accepting the point that I can't go back to criminal activity, so I had to do something else. And like I said, never know, I might love it again like I used to, you know what I'm saying? Who knows, And the point too though, and I want to tell you guys, is your boy finishing delay my last week of doing IOP. Finished that, guys, you know what I'm saying? And I got on level 3. I got 3 more months of drug court. Drug court has been a blessing to me, changed my life, and that's no lie, you know what I'm saying? But it's the whole point of it, guys, that, accepting. I had to accept the fact that, you know, I was on it. I had to accept the fact of change. I had to accept the fact that I didn't want to live that life no more. You know what I mean? And at this point, really couldn't live that life no more unless I was going to go to prison. You know what I'm saying? But it's the whole point of acceptance is the key, guys. And acceptance is a wonderful thing. And like I said, accept your life as it is now. You know what I mean? And that's the whole key of the whole thing. Is acceptance. You accept the fact that your life changed for the better, and that you want to do that bullshit no more, or get high or get drunk or whatever the case may be, gambling or whatever your addiction is. You know what I'm saying? Eating addiction, whatever this addiction is, it's the whole thing is acceptance. Accepting that you want to change. And shit, at first you might not even want to change. Shit, I know for a fact that when I started the drug court and when I started my journey to recovery, guess what, guys? I didn't want to accept that shit. I didn't want to accept that I had to, you know what I'm saying, change my life, that I couldn't do better or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But accepting that fact that I had to change, and then it got me to the point where I wanted to change. It got me to the point, you know what I'm saying, that now it's not a, you know, I'm accepting the help. I'm accepting the blessings that's coming. You feel me? I'm accepting everything that I need. You feel me? Like, I'm accepting the goodness and the blessings that come in my way. But don't let me know that. Let me tell you, it ain't all blessings. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's still work. You know what I'm saying? Just like having to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love YouTube and I will want to do it for a long time. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, accepting the fact that, you know, Lucha's just coming off slow. I need money now. You know what I'm saying? I need some cash now. So, you know what I'm saying? So, and like I said before, it ain't because of the shit I need. I'm not shit I need is taken care of, but shit I want. You know what I'm saying? Like a new car and stuff like that. So, accepting the fact that I gotta go take care of that, you know what I'm saying, take care of that myself, you know what I mean? Accepting that point. But anyway, the point is, like, acceptance is the big thing and always a good thing. So acceptance is the key, guys. And you know, and like I said, now, you know, I got a nice apartment, as you can see, living in a nice apartment. Ain't got a car yet, but working on that right now, you feel me? And just like accepting, you know what I'm saying, the blessings that's coming. You know, like I said, guys, it wasn't easy, and it ain't gonna be easy. It ain't easy at all, but at the same time, you know, I had to accept the key and the factor that my life is changing. You know what I mean? And like I said, it was hard to accept it at first, but once I accepted it, it was pretty easy. It was pretty good, you know. It was like everything started changing real slowly. You know what I'm saying? I had some setbacks, but even accepting the setbacks, you know what I mean? And not just letting it put me down and stuff like that. Accepting the fact that, you know what I'm saying, I had a slip up. Accepting the fact that, you know what I'm saying, that stuff happens and my life is not ruined. You know what I'm saying? I didn't ruin all the work I was doing because of one slip up, you know what I mean? And like I said, accepting that factor too, you know, and that's the thing, and the thing it was, you feel me? So, you know, like I said, accepting all that shit. But my cousin here, so I'm gonna hit y'all back in a minute. All right. What up, guys? I'm back at the crib after a long day of work, bro. It's crazy. And you know what, guys? You know, I still had to finish my video for you guys. So this morning I was talking about acceptance, and you know what? I really need to accept some things. And that's for sure. One thing I need to accept is that I cannot go as hard as I used to back in the day. You know what I mean? I will say one thing about, you know, because y'all know I've been drinking for like a long time. So, and it's funny because when I was on the roof back in the day, I used to have a bottle on me. I already told y'all that, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, I'm not saying this is a good thing, you know what I'm saying? Because it's really not. But god damn, you know? That motherfucking alcohol gave me energy for a minute, you know what I'm saying? And that's the way it was, but fuck me. Fuck my own shit, dude. Like, man, it was not like, so I gotta accept that I am quit, bro. I gotta accept that I am not as young as I used to be. You know what I'm saying? That's for sure, but you know what I mean? Today went well, besides I shocked my goddamn self. I think I shocked my muscles because it was stop doing that. Because it was too damn hot, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, fuck. I came home, slept for about 6 hours. I ain't gonna lie. You know? I think it was 6 hours, right?
Just about.
Yeah, and that was when I got home. I was so tired, I didn't even know what was going on. I took a shower, and my dang muscles was still, like, got out the shower, and my muscles was still in shock. I think I shocked my body. You know what I'm saying? So I have to accept that I am not in the greatest shape, like, you know what I mean, I used to be, you know what I mean? And it's like I probably wasn't in great shape back then either, but god dang, you know what I'm saying? I was younger, you know. Shoot, when I was roofing, let's say I was like 30, but I ain't roofed in, well, I wouldn't say that. I would say like 30 something. You know what I mean, guys? And like, I was like 34 or something. No, like 32, because I'm 36 now, and it's been a good 4 years probably since I wasn't roofing, you know what I mean? And like, boy, oh boy, oh boy, your boy is not in the greatest, you know, and it's just like, I gotta accept that. And guess what? Look, guys, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, I got blister on my hand, guys. Like, that's just from today, you know? Because like I said, either way it go, I just need to start calming down and accepting, like I said, acceptance that I cannot go as hard as I used to go. Because I'm dang near old, you feel me? Like, I can't do all, you know, keep up with them younger guys no more, you know what I mean? Not like I used to be able to do. But, so, like acceptance is a great thing, guys. It's a great thing in recovery. And it's a great thing in life, period. You know what I'm saying? Because the more you accept, you know what I'm saying, the things that's true, because there's only one thing, is this shit's gonna be true, or it's not gonna be true. You know what I mean? And accepting what the situation is, let me just put it that way. The situation is gonna be the way the situation is. You know what I mean? Now I can doubt myself and be like, oh no, I'm still 25, I'm still 25. You know, I don't got 2 slip discs in my back. I don't got all these problems, and just keep going hard or accepting. You know what I'm saying? And then fuck my whole being a wheelchair, because the doctor said if I just keep doing stupid shit, then I'm gonna paralyze myself. You know what I mean? And that ain't gonna be good. Or I can accept that I just need to calm down and try to stop being Superman. Which, you know, was funny, I wasn't even really being Superman today. I was actually just chilling, but even like, you know, which I'm sure over time when I get back and get in the rhythm of things and stuff like that, it shouldn't be. It was just the first day, it was like super fucking hot out, guys. So it's just like, you know, I just need to accept that, you know what I'm saying? I just need to take it slow, you know what I mean? So it is what it is, you know? Because like I said, even with the wild, when I had my own company, I was doing metal roofs, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say I hate shingles, but I definitely love metal roofs better, you know what I mean? Because it's just a lot more, like fixing the roof, if there's rafters, like all messed up or whatever, you know. Well, shingling, I have to shingle, I had to bend over, and that's why I told my little cousin, I said, I need a goddamn on pillow. I can't be bending over like that, you know. I can when I'm doing the runs, like but if I'm on the rake edge and I got a cut and all that, I cannot, you know what I'm saying, be on doing that stuff. Like, I need a pillow so I can sit on the roof and actually take my time. You know, when I'm going up the roof and it's just straight roof, you know, I mean, I could do that because, you know, I definitely don't want to sit down when I'm doing that because it's just like, I'm gonna be moving too quick because I do, you know, I'm not slow, you know what I mean, type shit, but, you know, I'm just saying, like, you know, acceptance is the key to a whole life, you know what I'm saying? You accept what your situation is at the time, and then you will understand what the fuck is, you know what I mean, like, your life would be a lot better instead of just trying to fight it, because you try to fight it, I'm telling you what, you're going to end up fucking yourself up. It's going to be pretty, you know what I'm saying, dramatic, is, you know. And you going to be fighting the natural order of things. You know what I mean? There's natural order of things in life, and that's what you got to understand. And accepting that natural order, you know what I mean? And to give you an example of what the fuck I'm talking about, like, you know, the natural order, like, I'm old. I got 2 slip discs in my back, and I can't go as hard as I used to. You know what I mean? That's the life telling me, bro. You know what I'm saying? You done did this for too long. So you good at it, but you just need to take your time. You know what I mean? Don't be trying to be all Superman like you 21 again, cause you're not. You know what I mean? Type shit. Like, you know what I mean? And that's the way it is. And that's, like I said, that's the natural order of things. And when, and then you accept that, and then it is what it is. And like I said, and that goes for anything. You know, I was just making that as an example. Acceptance is the key to life. You know what I mean? When you sitting there and you trying to be in recovery and you know, okay, let me see, I can't go to the casino no more because I'm going to be too tempted to gamble, or I can't, you know, even get a scratch off because, you know what I'm saying, I know how I am, and then I'm going to buy 4, 5, 6, and 7, then next thing I know I'm going to be at the casino or be gambling on the corner. You know what I'm saying? That's acceptance. You got to accept that. You a type of motherfucker that you can't go down that mother. You can't go to the go get you a goddamn scratch off. You know what I mean? Because you just too goddamn addicted to it. You know what I mean? Or whatever the case may be. You know, you can't go to your friend's house that, you know, that does drugs, and because you can't be around, because you gonna want to do that shit. You know what I mean? Acceptance. You know what I mean? Like, you know, or if you like eating eating a problem. You know what I'm saying? You can't just go to the all-you-can-eat buffet. You know what I mean? You go to the buffet and you just better eat you a goddamn salad. But you know for a fact that them chicken and them goddamn ribs and all that other bullshit is gonna look good to your ass. And you know what I'm saying? And that's the way it is, you know, because it's a disease. You know what I'm saying? Eating disorder that's why it's called an eating disorder, because it's like a disease like anything else. Just like, you know, addiction or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's probably some hard, sad shit to say, but I'm just saying, you know, you can't do that type of shit. You know what I mean? You gotta accept that you can't go to the motherfucking buffet. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that shit. You know, and it's gonna take time, and you gotta accept that everything is gonna take time. You know what I mean? Like, you start off slow, and then you just keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like, just that thing with the roofing thing. I'm sure, like, over time, I'm gonna get my muscles back. I'm gonna get my shit back. You know what I'm saying? But I have to accept the point that I have to take time in the matter of you know, I can't just rush into shit, or I'm gonna fucking myself up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be on YouTube with a motherfucking wheelchair, rolling around this bitch. You know what I mean? I probably have a camera, you know, hooked to my goddamn wheelchair, because that's the way it's gonna fucking end up being if I keep on pushing myself. You know what I'm saying? Because acceptance is accepting the point of, like I said before, I'm going to work right now because of my wants, not because of my needs. You know what I mean? My needs is took care of right now, so it's not like, you know what I'm saying, I need the damn job. You know what I'm saying? It's just me getting a job because, you know, I want a car and I want other money do what I gotta do, you know what I'm saying, because of my wants, you know what I'm saying, and accepting that motherfucking factor, you know what I'm saying? So like, that's the thing, when you got motherfucking shit out there and you know, you accept it, you know what, then I can accept the fact that I don't need to push myself that hard because I really don't need the job, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I don't want the job, I'm saying, do I need the job? No. So why would I push myself and hurt myself for that? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, accepting that fact that, yeah, you know what I'm saying, my needs are taken care of right now, you know what I mean? And that's just the way it is. But, so, that's what I wanted to tell y'all. You already know, you know what I'm saying? I'm tired as fuck. I just want to finish this video. And like I said, accepting your life the way it is and the way it's gonna be. Because like I said, there's no way you can change your life. So you look, you know what I'm saying? Life is gonna throw shit at you just the way it is, and you need to accept that. You know what I mean? And accept the change. You know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest thing, is accepting the change. You know what I mean? You can't go back to the same dumbass shit you used to do. You know what I mean? Because it's not the same. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same. You're in recovery now. You can't just do that dumbass shit because it's gonna cause problems and you're gonna be on some dumb shit, and then that's the way it's gonna be. And if you like me, your ass going up in jail somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way it is. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? I love y'all. You already know, like this video. Y'all put that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? And definitely gonna see y'all in a couple of days when I make another one. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna update y'all on how, you know, how your boy feeling about work now. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all so much, and you already know what I always say. Super, 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 super proud of you. I'm proud of all y'all. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way it is. So y'all already know what to do. I'll see y'all later. Peace.